Yo, so we're making a quick video here. We're gonna cover aim assist, um, the curve, and the crosshairs of the characters. This is really for my friends. I play on console. If you happen to play on console too, I'm sure you'll find this video helpful. You play on PC. I don't know anything about PC. My bad. Go find some other video. So you might want to click off now. But if you happen to find this by accident, hopefully this is helpful to you. I didn't come up with none of this. I'm gonna take no credit for it. I'm gonna link the videos of the people that did come up with it. I'll link it underneath. The S curve, the aim assist, and the crosshair. I didn't come up with none of these. I got these from 3 different people, and I mashed them all together and made something that felt good to me, and that's what I have right now. So I'm just gonna explain it more like for layman's terms, so my friends can understand it, and if anybody happens to come across it, hopefully this helps you too. So
Hostiles up front.
my projectile, my hit scan hero that I play with a lot is Punisher. These are the settings. I run horizontal sensitivity 450, vertical sensitivity 350. You could change that. That's preference. You don't have to run it like that. I like a very high aim assist or a very high sensitivity. You could do 500 because of the way this S curve is designed. It doesn't really impact you too much. So the first stick, this 75, the custom minimum range, that's your left to right. That bottom bar that's going from left to right, that's how your aim will adjust without your stick hitting the edge of the ring. The closer you get to the edge of the ring, the more it will ramp up as the stick starts traveling upward, and then that purple part at the end is your maximum input dead zone. So when your stick hits the edge of the ring, you're going to feel that 450 and that 350. Depending on the direction. If you're looking vertical, it's going to give you that 350. If you look horizontal, it's going to give you the 450. So for small adjustments left and right, as long as your stick doesn't touch the edge of the ring, you can still make small adjustments without overcompensating and over aiming. Once your stick hits the edge of the ring, you're going to go too far. So you want to keep your aim within the inside of your stick without your stick touching the edge. Once it touches the edge or gets close to it, it's going to speed up a lot. So you just want to get the hang of aiming, making small adjustments, going left to right without overcompensating. Let him spawn back. You shoot. See? If you go too far, it'll go too fast. So small adjustments, you just want to get the hang of that. Left, go right. So if you're playing convoy or convergence, something where everybody's kind of piled up on top of each other, make small adjustments like that. Now let's say you're here, you're firing this way, and somebody happens to dive on your healer in the back. You got to turn around real quick, spin. And that's where the high sensitivity comes in, when you need to spin around real quick to aim on a guy. You're here, your healer's calling out like, oh, Spider-Man on me, or whatever, some type of dive character, Thor, or whatever. You spin around real quick, and you can help them in the back. Same thing works if you're fighting. You're here, shooting, and somebody pulls up behind you. Spin around real quick, and you can fight the guy behind you. And that's where the max input dead zone comes in. Now we're going to go over the... Let me see, we did the curve and explained the sensitivity. I'll leave this here in case you guys want to copy it. I think this is pretty applicable to most hit scan guys. So if you want to copy that dual zone S curve, I'll leave the numbers right there. Alright. And then my aim assist window size, aim assist strength. Alright, so aim assist window size, we have it at 25. Most characters are like the size of their template is usually within 20. We keep it at 25 so it hangs off of the character's art by a little bit. So what I mean by that is 20 is roughly within the character's artwork, around there. 25 puts you like right outside of the shoulder pad, you know? So the aim assist window size isn't too big. If you have it too high, what happens is it starts stopping your slowdown. When you turn, see how it slows over the character? If it's too big, what happens is it'll start slowing from further away. And then what happens is if you have enemies close together, it'll kind of pull you off target. Like if I'm trying to shoot at this guy, but the aim assist window size is too big, what happens is if these two guys are too close together, it'll kind of keep me in the middle and pull me off target. It'll kind of keep me here and kind of bounce around and pull me off target. So if I want to be on this guy, and I don't want it to be pulling in another direction if they're too close together, you want to keep it smaller, see? So it stops on the target you're intending to aim at. So that's why it's like that. And then before we move on to crosshair, let's go over the character movement input dead zone. So we have this as low as possible, 5 and 0, and the reason we have that is to try to trick the game into rotational aim assist, which is something if you play COD a lot, Call of Duty, that's very familiar, which is when a character is moving, it'll pull towards the character. So you want to make the hitbox, the aim assist window size 25, so it's more precise aiming. Punisher, calm down, bro. Why are you screaming? So it's more precise aiming, and you want to make the character minimum input dead zone as low as you can so that it gives you that rotational aim assist. So not only do you get a more precise shot, but a stronger pull from the game. So it's kind of tricking the game into giving you a much stronger aim assist. So see this character on top moving? I'm not going to touch the sticks. And see how it pulls towards him? So it gives you a much stickier aim and a much finer, precise shot. See? I'm not touching it. But every time he crosses by, the game pulls towards him. So it makes your aim assist much stronger because it gives you that rotational aim assist. And it also gives you a more precise shot because it's only pulling on his body. Alright, and then the last thing is going to be the crosshair. So for Punisher, the reason I have the crosshair like this is because he has two weapons. He has the machine gun.
You made your last mistake.
And then he has the shotgun. So for the machine gun, we're using the green sticks to aim. For the shotgun, we're using the ring because his pellets don't really travel outside of the radius of the ring. And that's how we aim with him. Now we'll go over projectile.
Bogeys incoming.
Let's switch over to Namor, since he's a projectile character I use a lot. Namor. Alright, so with Namor's crosshair,
as swiftly as the seas.
the reason we use his crosshair like this is the yellow dot, we're not putting it on the character. Because if we put it on the character, it's going to fall below their head. We're putting it above their head. And we're using the two green sticks to rest on the shoulders. And it doesn't really matter the distance. You throw, you're always going to hit the head. As long as the yellow dot rests above their head, you're always going to get that 2-tap. I'll go back and show you Punisher's crosshairs. But it's the same thing. Same sensitivity, 450, 350. Same S-curve. Same aim assist. Aim assist windows 25, everything else 100 in that section. For aim assist strength on projectile, hit scan, and melee, it's always the same, 25 and then 100. And then for the character movement dead zone, it's 5 and 0 always, so I can get that rotational aim assist with a stronger pull. And then, all right, so we'll do Punisher's crosshair first.
Fools.
I'll go slowly so you guys can kind of copy the settings if you want to. You want to screenshot it, go one by one. There you go. And then the color's green on that. And that's Punisher. Now we'll go to Namor. Alright, Namor's crosshair. Here you go. Just make sure, like I said, the yellow dot rests above their head. The two green sticks in the bottom land on their shoulders. You're always going to hit the headshot because it has bullet drop. Alright, so we'll go one by one slowly if you want to screenshot it. Alright, and then you go here to details. You can change the colors of each thing. So the dot is yellow, the sticks are green, and then it has a small tinge of black outline.
Here they are, the fools.
And then last one we'll do is we'll go over a melee type character. With also projectile, we'll go over Blade because I like him.
My whole life, all I've known is the hunt.
Same type of settings. For him, my sensitivity is a bit higher, 475 and 375. Like I said, that's personal preference. You don't have to copy that. I like having a higher aim assist because of the way the S-curve works. Because you only really get the max when you're flicking. So you can pretty much go 500, 500 and not really feel it as long as you adjust without hitting the edge. So yeah, 475, 375, dual zone S-curve, same settings. Aim assist window, same, 25, 100, 100. 5 and 0 in the character dead zone to get the pull. So it's a little bit stickier, and the aim assist gives you the rotational. And then the crosshair. So there's a reason to this crosshair. So the way Blade works, his bullet has projectile. His bullet has projectile, but it doesn't have bullet drop. So you want to aim using your ring. So if the character is going from right to left or from left to right, you fire when he hits the edge of your ring. So for example, when this guy starts coming back from right to left, when he hits the edge of my ring, I'm going to fire. And the bullet's going to hit him. Same thing when he comes from left to right. When he hits the edge of the white ring, I'll fire. And I'll always get the hit. Because it's leading the shot. It's timing it.
That was too easy.
So as long as you fire when he hits the edge of the ring, the timing from the edge of the ring to your green will be the travel time for the bullet to hit him. And it always works. And that's how you use that. And you're always going to get the hit. As long as he hits the edge of the ring, I fire. And I'll hit it. If I wait till he hits the green and I fire, I'll miss. Well, I'm pretty close there, but because of the travel time, I'm saying. If I wait till he hits the edge of the green and I shoot, I miss. I gotta wait till he hits the edge of the white. When he hits the edge of the white, I shoot,
Was
and I
that
get
it?
the hit.
Really? Look, our next victims. I was born
And
ready.
there you go. Hopefully that helps. Try to make it as quick and as simple as possible. But yeah, enjoy. Deuces. Oh, I should probably show you Blade's crosshair. My bad. All right, so Blade's crosshair. Here's the settings. And again, I didn't come up with any of these things. The S curve, the aim assist, trickery, and the crosshairs. Much smarter people than me came up with these. I just mashed all their things together and came up with something that feels good to me. And this is what I have. And there you go. All right, guys. Later.